Yes, welcome everyone here to the Smash Sports Show right here on Smash FM here on a Saturday here in Melbourne. Of course, let's go across reference everything to the US, and of course we're heading to Purdue women's basketball team in particular. Of course, they are preparing for the upcoming season, which starts in a couple of weeks. And of course, we've got three very special guests joining us right now to tell us a bit about it. Thanks all three for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Well, I'll get all three to introduce yourselves and tell us what positions we'll be hopefully get to see you when the season gets underway.
I'm Shaya Kyle, and I'm a post player.
I'm Abbey, Ellis, and I'm a point guard.
I'm Brooke Moore, and I'm a combo guard.
How's the preparations heading up to the season in a couple of weeks?
It's been a long preseason with summer. It's been really intense. Obviously there's been a few bumps in the road, but we're really on the home stretch now, and I think things are coming together. It's just, we're still getting that connection and flow, offense and defense. But yeah, it's been really fun, and I think the team's gone really close too. So yeah.
Yeah, just to piggyback off Abby, I would say things are really intense, but it's getting there, and like we're all connecting really well. And I think upcoming season is gonna be really great.
Yeah, my favorite part so far has been just how the team is bonding and connecting. I think that's going to be really big for us, like down the stretch. Is that how we can come together and just play through anything and have each other's back? So that's like been my favorite part so far.
A pretty tough conference that your team is in at the moment. What's the expectations?
Our expectations, we know the conference is like super tough. So the expectation is just to go hard every day, give your all, and just understand that like we're all in this together. No one's on the island by themselves. So we just got to work every day, go as hard as we can, and like just let the results speak for themselves. So,
how good will it be to finally play in front of fans this year after last year without no one in the stands?
It's gonna be so much fun. We did have our first fan day last week, and that was just having people in watching us scrimmage was fun to do. It's a bit nerve-wracking, not gonna lie, but it's good to have that environment, especially that home court advantage. I feel like that's really gonna be a big power move, having that crowd on your back. So yeah, it's super exciting, just interacting with fans and alumni and stuff. So it should be make that college experience what it is.
Yeah, I'm really excited coming in as a freshman and get to play in front of fans. And then last week when we had our first fan day, that was really exciting, and I'm really excited for this year to have fans.
Yeah, Purdue does a great job. Like their fans here are like one top in the country, so it's like very fun to play against them. Play with them on our sides and just hear them support us, from the band to the cheerleaders, down to the boosters, down to the fans in the stands. Our families coming, so it's gonna be a great atmosphere for us, and I think it's gonna really help us like in tough games, like if Michigan comes here or Maryland comes, like whatever, when we have those tough games, it'll really help us down the stretch.
This question particularly goes to Abby. Now, I believe this is your first year at Purdue. I guess, why did you end up going from the West Coast to the Midwest?
It wasn't like planned to go to the Midwest, but, going in that portal, I knew one of the main reasons was to go to a Power 5 conference, which the Big Ten really drew my eye with just, hearing feedback from other players in the conference, lots of other Aussie players as well. So I knew that was, somewhere I wanted to go. And then Purdue, they were literally the first school to, reach out to me from the transfer portal. So honestly, I just felt like it was time for a new beginning and take my basketball to a better level. And I think like being here, it's everything that I expected and more. So, it was a big change, Midwest. Whatever we are. But from the West Coast, like from Cali to Indiana, but honestly, I wouldn't change a thing because it's just a new environment for me.
What about your coaches there at Purdue?
We have a phenomenal coaching staff. Yes. They really know basketball. They're really doing a good job of like teaching us, and that's like been my favorite part so far. Is like we're actually learning, and like we know the reason to do things versus just telling us to do things. That like helps us like help each other. Like we can coach each other at times, like because we know stuff. Like and with them teaching us, it's like we're learning, but we're also able to teach each other, which is big. Because like we're not gonna be able to hear the coaches all the time on the floor. Mm-hmm. So with everybody being able to understand what's going on, it's really been good for us. And our staff, I mean, they're patient, like they're working with us, they're understanding, sometimes we're tired, sometimes we're, confused, sometimes we just want to get after it and work hard. Like, so I think it's just been a good mix for us. And I think like they're going to really help us this year, like, and we're going to look good playing for them.
Yeah, I'll say we have an amazing coaching staff. Like she said, they working with us on and off the court. They're just amazing people, and like they all have that fiery edge. They're continuing to push us every single day. Like we come in here and get better every day, no matter if it's on and off the court. Like I said, they're great academic people off the court, helping us like with our grades, even if we need help, no matter what it is. Like they're good coaches. They're really amazing.
Yeah, that's what they pretty much said it. So
For everyone back home here in Australia who don't understand, obviously Indiana is the basketball hub. They are absolutely crazy into their basketball. I guess for everyone, just describe how massive basketball is in Indiana.
Shay, this is a good question for Shay because Shay's from Indiana and she's known in Indiana. So you can
basketball here in Indiana, that's big, like really, really big. Like basketball here, like people really take it like serious. Like everything is like competitive here in Indiana. Like you want to be that person to either be that McDonald's All-American, Miss Basketball. It's like, or Junior All-Stars, Indiana All-Star, any of that. Like I would just say it's really competitive. Like compared to like all the other states, Indiana, I would say like honestly, my opinion, top state for basketball. Like I love playing basketball here in Indiana.
Is there any particular team in the Big Ten that you love to beat the most?
Indiana.
That's our rivalry. Even I know that. So yeah, that's a big game. Don't you get like a trophy or something? Or
yeah.
You win if you beat them, you win something. Like it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Yeah. It's like everything doesn't matter. Everything's on the line. Like whether if you're a person that like the post player makes you agree. Like that's just how crazy the game is. It's like real physical, it's really emotional, it's real passionate. Starting from the coaches down to the players. Like it's just
fans are crazy.
Yeah, it's big. It's big.
Any players in your team we should watch out for our Australian viewers that are going to be watching your game on the live stream? Is there any players we should watch out for, except for yourselves?
I think our whole team is a really I think we have a collective team that everyone needs to watch out for.
Yes.
I don't think there's select players. I think we all are collectively going to make a really special team, and everybody's going to be able to benefit off of being on this team because we all work so good together. We all connect so good together. So I think it's just look out for Purdue women's basketball team in general. I mean, don't get me wrong. Some people are going to go off here and there, have really big nights, but I think overall, like as a collective team, everybody's going to pitch in and just do great. So everybody's going to contribute to that win. So
let's talk a bit about all three of your basketball journeys. Where did it all start, and why did you choose it?
I started. I started when I was in fourth grade. My family has a background of basketball. Like my uncle played at Kentucky. My brother played at Ball State, Tulsa, and Western Michigan. Aunt played at Toledo, IUPUI. My parents didn't really play basketball except for in high school. But I mean, I started growing up watching my aunts and my uncles play, and then got in the gym with my brothers a few times throughout high school. And then my little brother, we all play AAU. My mom put us in AAU at when I entered seventh grade. I think I got in AAU, and then I started playing AAU for Always 100 up in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And then from there, I just loved playing basketball when I started playing AAU with some of my high school teammates, and then I just kept going from there.
Well, I started playing basketball when I was around 7 or 8. I moved from Florida to Georgia, and in Georgia it was really popular. So I just was like, I want to play. And when I started playing, I just realized I was pretty decent at it. So I just kept at it, kept going. And then I joined the AAU team, and the AAU team was really good. The coach was really good. He had a lot of connections. Before I knew it, I just had offers from places, and I just decided to keep going and keep playing.
I mean, you pretty much know about where I came from. I mean, junior at Bulleen, and then went through the ranks, big Metro 16s, 18s, then played NBL 1 at Elson till I was off for college, and then, went to Cal Poly and stuff. But definitely just a basketball runs in the family. And, I think it's just something that I've grown up playing. So, yeah.
What will be some highlights throughout all three of your basketball journeys, even though I know what Abbey's one is?
I don't know which one you're talking about.
One of my highlights would be when I recently just got my jersey retired. When was that, last week? Last weekend I got it retired. I was the #1 leading girls scorer, second leader, all-time leading scorer in the school, led in like rebounds, everything like that. That's one of my highlights. Got my billboard and stuff hung up in the gym and had to do like a little report in front of everybody. But that was a really great experience, and just to know that I could be the top girl scorer in the school.
Yeah, that's one for me as well. I was the leading scorer for my. I'm actually the leading record holder for scoring in my county in Atlanta. But I got some pretty good highlights even from my previous school, Auburn, and even some highlights from last season here at Purdue. So, it's kind of hard to pick, but I got some pretty good ones. I got some good ones. I think my favorite one would probably be, honestly, just going from last year, probably battling so hard against Wisconsin last year down to the last second and us being able to pull that game out. I think that was a good one for us at home. That was defending home court. So that was a good one.
I'd say probably besides the two nationals, 16s and 18s. They're pretty good. I would say maybe I still say that Lamar shot my freshman year at Poly on the buzzer and making like NCAA top play of the week. That was pretty fun. And then I would say the San Diego State game last year when we just kind of fought through and had a solid game. So yeah, I'd say that. But I still think the under 18s nationals would be the best. Correct. The best one. And it just comes to memory, like, when we won on the buzzer, when Sophie hit that shot, and just Big Metro just dominating like always.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Yeah, that's very true. All three mentioned right at the start what position you all play on the court. If you had a preferred position where you try to convince your coaches to put you, where would that be?
I play my position I've always desired, always wanted to play, always needed to play. So I don't desire it. I think I can get in the post a little bit sometimes, but I think I like the combo guard spot the most.
Yeah.
Me, post player. I've always been the tallest, so that's probably the position I need to be in. But I want to be a guard.
Yeah, I thought so.
Don't get me wrong. I played guard in high school, a lot of it. But I'm a post player, so yeah, I like my position. I love it, and I will stay here.
I love point guard, but I wish I was big. I would, if I could just guard. That's all I want. The same like stamina, the same IQ, just be taller, be bigger. Oh my God, that's what I would wish. But obviously that's not the case. But yeah. That's what I would. I like point guard. It's fun.
What does the sport of basketball mean to all three of you, and especially being there at Purdue?
I think playing basketball and being at Purdue, it means it's bigger than basketball to me. Like it goes down to my family. Being like, not the first, but I don't really come from a family that went to college and got out of, our comfortable zone. So for me to be out and be on TV and doing things like this and just like being able to make my mom proud and get a degree and be successful from, setting up a successful future for myself. I think that's like my most favorite thing about being at Purdue and playing college basketball in general. It's just like being able to set examples for my younger siblings, my cousins, and just everybody else in my family. And even people around the world that just, may look up to me. That's just my favorite part about it. So.
Me, it's also bigger than basketball. Like she said, like I had a few people in my family like who were big time basketball players, but other than that, like not too many of us got out of our comfort zone, like she said. So for me, it's also playing for my family and just trying to make everybody proud of me. No matter, like she said, if it's people who look up to me, my family, my little brothers, little cousins. I got a lot of younger people in my family that's younger than me that look up to me who also want to play basketball. So for me, it's just to make everybody proud for real.
Yeah.
And do what I can for them.
Yeah. And especially having like our first fan day last weekend, like you saw how many kids we had there and, doing all those signatures, they look up to you and, the parents and stuff like that. Like it is bigger than us and it is bigger than, just our locker room, our games. It's a whole community, seeing all the alumni, the donors, like it is people love basketball, probably half time more than we do. So, we're playing for something bigger than us, and we're definitely playing this season for, our coaches as well, and playing for the P. So I think that we all are very privileged, and we all know we're very privileged with the spot that, we have, and we don't take it for granted at all. So yeah, we're just going to make Purdue proud.
Any short and long-term goals in the sport of basketball for all three of you?
I plan to go overseas and continue playing professionally once that time comes, but that's, I'm focused on right now so far. But that is a long-term goal. So
a long-term goal for me is also the same thing. Like, say if I didn't get drafted into the WNBA or anything, I would like to go overseas and play. But say if none of that works out, I would like to be a coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
We should get back to the game.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same as them. You go pro is you can play basketball as long as I can. But I think one goal that I think all our team has is to try and make the tournament whenever we're here for. Just try and, get a championship or get to as far as we can each season. And I think that'll be really cool, especially with more of a normal season. So, which I think we definitely have the potential.
That's a team goal. That's a team focus is to make it into the tournament and win the games you're supposed to get, and even sneak up and get the ones we don't supposed to get. So that's definitely top priority for this season.
Let's finish up with a couple of lighthearted questions about your teammates. Firstly, any embarrassing moments by anyone on the team at practice?
Shaya can't make a sprint.
Listen, no. Probably for me, I get embarrassed. Okay, so they always call me up to the free throw line, and I always got to do something funny before I get up there so I can hit my free throws. But other than that, I try to make my sprints. I do.
Shaya has came a long way. Shaya makes some sprints. She's actually been doing really, really good. She's been doing really well.
Made her free throws today, baby.
Yes, I made my free throws today and in practice.
She's been doing really well.
Other than that, I don't think no one's really.
Yeah, our practice has been really, really focused. So it's not really.
Nope, I know an embarrassing moment. Playing war with Brooke and Abbey. So war is like when three people get under the goal, and then the coach rolls it out, and somebody has to go get it. And you have to score on two people, no matter if you're getting hacked, fouled. Brooke and Abbey usually in there the longest.
We're the smallest of the team, so we just look stupid trying to get rebounds on some thick girl, fouling the crap out of her.
Yeah.
But it is what it is.
Yeah.
Who's the comedian, the best singer, and the best dancer on the team?
Best dancer goes to between Asia and Janae.
Yeah,
it's between Asia and Janae. Singer, me.
No.
Who's the best singer? Me.
You best rapper.
I'm the best rapper. Okay, yeah. I'm the best freestylist rapper.
I can really do it. Like Beyonce.
She tried. She tries.
She tries.
And who's that comedian? Comedians.
No,
J-Love. J-Love and Brooke,
J-Love and Brooke are pretty funny.
Yeah.
They just look at me and laugh sometimes.
But no, then it's in practice, everybody looks at me and everything is just so funny.
I
think it just trickles on it.
We're not laughing with them. We're usually laughing
at them.
So it's just it is what it is.
Anyone on the team into TikToks, and is any of them TikTok famous?
We don't have anybody.
Somebody's trying, but they're just really failing. But I'm just trying. Oh no, we have somebody that's really, really interested in TikTok, and eventually she's gonna get that. I think she just need to put us in a camera a little more with her.
Yeah,
she's close. She's doing really well.
She's almost there.
Abbey, the next three questions go to you directly. Now, have you convinced any of your teammates, including the two sitting next to you, to come down to Australia, especially to our lovely city of Melbourne?
I was literally talking to Shaya yesterday. I was saying that they should come down to Melbourne and play basketball. We should just go and play basketball together. And then, so they're convinced. Yeah. And I know JT in our team, her old college came to Australia, did like a international, and she loved it. So she definitely gonna go back. So yeah, Australia's got a good reputation here. So I don't think we've got to worry too much about them not wanting to come.
Next one is, how's the Aussie accent going around the team?
It is going well. I think at the start it was pretty strong, but I think I put on their accent a bit because sometimes when I talk back to my family, they think I have an accent, a bit of an American accent. I don't know if you hear it or not, but yeah, I think they understand me.
Yeah.
It's just sometimes they just laugh at the way I say stuff, but it's okay.
Have you convinced any of your teammates that we have kangaroos as pets?
Listen, they more ask that. I don't even have to convince them. They just think that. No, I mean they think it's more the spiders and snakes thing that gets them. Like, do you really have all these spiders and snakes, like snakes in toilets and stuff? And sometimes you have to freak them out and be like, yeah. I mean, you do have to kill like a spider probably at least once a week. So it is what it is. But no, they're not as gullible as I want them to be.
How's your American accent going, Abbey?
Yeah, I think it's okay. I think it's not a Cali accent, which is good. The Cali accent was a bit annoying. But I think they sound better here, so it's definitely different.
Now, my next one is, do either of you have a pre-game superstition or ritual?
I mean, I think mine is just to pray. Say a prayer. Over myself, my teammates, my coaches, the opponents. That's just something I do before every game.
I shower, play music, and pray also before a game. That's all I do.
Yeah, I just
Go home after pregame.
yeah. I definitely gonna take a nap.
Yeah,
But I
shower,
might
nap.
change it up this year.
No, I'm
Real
just saying.
shower.
Some people don't after the pregame. Some people stay here. I go home, shower, nap,
You
get
ready.
up, listen to music,
Go
pray.
over the scout.
Yeah,
Go over the scout, and then just look in.
maybe do a little homework if I got some.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little rub on for the game.
We veterans now, Will. We know
Yeah.
what we're doing.
Do either of you have a pump-up song before a game?
Special. I do. I have a special song. It's not really like a pump up song. It's actually a gospel song, and it's just kind of something to mellow me down and to just keep me at a low point, so I won't get too hyped, but not too down at the same time. It's just like ease me out.
Mine's Chris Brown, Run It.
Yes.
Has always been. I'm still rolling with that one. There you go.
I don't really have one. Yeah, I don't really have one. I just put mine on shuffle for real. Not really, just shuffle.
Okay. For everyone that should get involved in basketball, what would be your advice to them?
Just have fun, enjoy it, and just stay open to learn. That would be my message to them.
Mines would be that also, and just don't take anything for granted. Yeah, just go out there and work hard for it. Like, just don't take that for granted.
Yeah.
When you have fun doing it,
You'll love it.
You fall in love with it. Everything feels better. Like,
Yeah.
it's like I
You're
think
more comfortable with it.
And basketball is like a beautiful sport that the small things do matter in the end. You do the little things right, you want to see a big difference. And I think especially as you grow older and go into higher programs and for a professional, that it does pay off in the end, doing all that little stuff, as even off the court, like getting academics right, getting treatment done. It's you got to be definitely committed if you've got that mindset of going further with your basketball. So
All three, thank you so much for giving up your time to join us. Obviously, we got to see Purdue when they came to Australia a couple of years ago, and we love the team. And hopefully, we come out to Indiana very soon and watch your team play when I come over there. Hopefully later this year. And best of luck, and we'll be right behind the team throughout the 21-22 season.
cool.
Thank you.
Thanks,
Thank
Will.
you.
Thanks for having us.
No worries. And of course, if you want to support the Purdue team in 2021-22 and watch their games, of course, we'll put all their schedule up, of course, in the next couple of days. There's more on the Smash Sports Show right after this. Don't go away here on the 10th year celebration.